Hi you guys, welcome to my video, and I'm super excited to show you guys how I got this crochet style look. Now I cannot lie, this hair is literally about 2 weeks old. I had it in and I'm like, when I got done with it, I'm like, okay, let me record the finishing product, and then I literally just never got to it. So I guess right now I can show you guys how the hair is doing. Honestly, I don't do anything to it. I just put my big satin scarf around it at night, and it just kind of like pull it up like that, wrap my satin scarf around it, and then I'm good to go. Fluff it out in the morning, and literally that is it. That's why I love crochet styles. I use like this afro kinky hair. It's by Freetress. It's called boho kinky junior. I usually get numbers 1B, 1, and a number 2, and I'll mix them up inside of each other so that it gives me like a natural color. The length is really short, so that is one thing that I can complain about. But I figured out a hack. I'm sure other people have done this. Instead of using one piece, what I do to extend the length is literally put them like this, and then I'll just do a little twist, and then this will be my loop for pulling it through with the crochet hook. Okay, and then with it doubling up these two, it fills out the space more when you're installing it, so it keeps you from kind of installing too much hair, because that's one thing that you can do with crochet hair is install too much and then it doesn't look natural, and it's kind of like, what was your point? I like mine to look natural. I don't look like I'm super thick, so I try to keep mine with this hair about do it with 3 packs of hair and don't go past that. So I ended up being like, okay, I'm gonna buy 3 packs of hair and that's it. That way I cannot go over. I gotta make it work, and that's literally how I do it every single time. Before I was installing it with a middle part, but what ended up happening was I had a protective style in before this one, and it was passion twist. I love the hairstyle, but it was like time to take them out, and I was literally rushing. Don't ever do your hair when you're rushing or upset. Do not do it, I swear, because I messed up and I cut my hair and I was literally crying in the bathroom. Hair grows back, and I can't be mad at anyone but myself. So we just gonna leave it at that. I had to switch the middle part because I cut it off about right here, so I ended up moving it over to the side, and this is my first time doing my side part, and I'm super geeked at how good it came out. I'm gonna be doing more side parts. I never did a crochet style with a different curl pattern than this Freetress junior look. Never. I just want to see what you guys think. This is my first YouTube and I'm super excited. So let's get into everything you will need for doing your crochet look. Hair. For me, I need 3 packs, but based off your head size, you might want to get less or more. Next, you would need a crochet hook, but I can't find mine right now, so I can't show you. Maybe it's some... Yeah, no, I can't find it. A pack of rubber bands that you guys will use. I do my base and twist. I do not French braid my hair. I'm not good at French braiding. I'm still learning. So I do my hair in big twists, and then I connect them with rubber bands. You will also need a weaving cap. I use a weaving cap because, again, I don't braid my base, and the weaving cap helps everything stay secure and put. Also, it helps keep tension off the hair, which for me, I have fine 4C hair, and I got to keep as much tension as I can off of my hair because I'm trying to grow my hair. And right now, I'm growing it back. It's been about a year. I went completely bald last year. It's growing back, and I'm super excited for my growth, and I hope you guys will enjoy this journey with me. But right now, we gonna get into this crochet, honey. So this is my part, and it's 2 weeks old, but you'll see in the video. I'll post pictures of when it was like super fresh. And again, I didn't braid my base, so everything is kind of just like moving down, but I know it's gonna last me, and then the longer you leave it in, like the more frizzy it gets. So it's easy for me to kind of just go in here and pull them like that. And it's literally, you can't even like, it's my hair. No, I'm just kidding. It could be my hair. It will be one day when it gets this length. But right now, this is it. Go ahead and turn. So here, this is the back. I'm not sure what the back looks like. I haven't looked at the back in a minute. I don't think I looked at the back since the last time I did it, so hopefully it doesn't look too terrible. And then side, and then front. And sometimes I do kind of push it behind my ears depending on what's going on. It's more of a casual look versus my bangs, like if I'm going out or something, you know, super cute. But all right, let's get to it. Okay, so here are my chunky twists. I'm gonna go ahead and attach these together with some rubber bands. Oh guys, make sure your edges aren't too tight. I had to go ahead and loosen that up. I did notice it was a little bit tight pulling on my edges, and I'm not trying to have my edges break off, so I'm just filling in the back. I'm sure I don't have to explain how to crochet hair. It's the same way, even though we folded it over. It still has that loop. You're still just gonna pull it through, twist, twist, and pull through. So I'm getting on up to my part. Do it the same way, pull it through. So now I'm gonna start leaving space in between. As you can see here, this is how much space you want to leave in between, especially because I'm doing a side part, and that right side of my head is obviously going to be a little less hair there, so I'm just making sure I'm leaving some space so it's not super bulky. I also did that on the other side, so you kind of just have to fill out what looks as natural as possible for you, but it is better to have less hair versus having the hair in and having to take it out. It's always easier to add the hair in. So I just make sure I leave space and then fill it in as needed. Here, I'm gonna go, I wanna say parallel to my part. I'm showing in slow motion how I pull the hair through. And this is how I get my invisible part. So keep it as close to the part as possible. I'm going to pull it through in the same way as you've been doing it the whole time. You're gonna twist it, twist the loop, then you're gonna pull it through, except this time you are only gonna pull a half through. And since you are still doubling it at this point, you want to make sure you pull the short piece and the longer piece together through so that you can get that perfect invisible knot. And then you're gonna pull it nice and slowly, nice and taut, so you can get that perfect little knot. And then you're gonna flip that piece over. So as I got closer to my hairline, instead of using the two pieces, I cut down to one piece of hair, and what I did was I folded it to where there was one piece way longer than the other side. And so here I'm crocheting it as normal, doing the invisible part, but I'm gonna pull through the longer piece and then pull it over the short piece. If that doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna go ahead and explain it again. So here I'm gonna fold it in half, making sure that one side is longer than the other. I'm gonna go parallel to my part. I'm going to pull both pieces through, the short one and the long one. I am going to twist my loop, and then I'm going to pull the longer piece through the loop, and then I'm going to pull both pieces to create that nice and seamless invisible knot, and then I pull the longer piece over the shorter piece. Now this hair makes it super easy to blend because it's so kinky and it frizzes up and it fills in the part really nicely. Here I'm just continuing to fill in my part. I'm trying not to go super close to my hairline because I am going to want to lay my edges. Okay, looking good. Now this is how much edges I left out. Again, I'm going to use some edge control or some type of gel to slick down my edges. So I'm not too worried, and I definitely do not want to add any extra tension. So, looking good. So here I filled up the part as best as I could. Now it's time to cut the cap. My favorite part, but also my most stressful part. You have to be super careful so that you don't cut any of your hair. And I've definitely done that before. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So this part definitely goes pretty deep back, but as it gets older, the part is definitely gonna fill in. Right now it's looking like a deep river water park. Deep river water parts, as I should say. But not to fear, Crochet Queen is here. So I'm just tucking in the bands. I don't do anything with the bands. I don't cut the bands further. I just leave them and tuck them. So now I'm going in and I'm filling up this part. Like, I mean, I'm filling it up, but I'm making sure that the pieces that I'm using are split in half. Remember that this hair curls back up with water. You just have to be super careful with handling it. So splitting it in half shouldn't be an issue. I'm just filling up the part. Also, as you're going, you can kind of finger frizz up the part from the roots so that you do not over crochet the hair. I mean, overly like add too many pieces. So here is the hair. Now this is 2 weeks old hair right here, guys. 2 weeks. I didn't take any pictures or anything. Like, I don't know why, but 2 weeks hair. This is when I first did it. First day, second day. Again, maybe 5 days in here. Same here. And then right here is 2 weeks.